Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to Digital Caveman Presents a review on Transformers Select War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Galactic Odyssey Collection Dominus Criminal Pursuit, featuring Earthrise Barricade and Punch Counterpunch. I, as always, am your host, Digital Caveman, and thank you for watching my videos. If you like what you see, please comment below, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ding that bell so that you know when I post content in the future. And without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, let's take a look at the packaging. Pretty simple stuff. Basic Generation Selects packaging, Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy, some Cybertronian writing, Galactic Odyssey Collection, 8 and Up, Hasbro, Galactic Odyssey Collection, Dominus Criminal Pursuit, Authentic Transformers, legalese, content, symbols, barcode. This symbol kind of carries over onto the side. Nothing really on the back, nothing really on the other side. Not for babies. Don't put shit in your mouth. And Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. That's it for the outside of the packaging. For the inside, clamshell that the figures came in. The card for the planet Dominus. It's a disaster planet. The terrain is mainly desert. The sector is allied. It lists the coordinates on the map. Known hazards: unpredictable sandstorms, acid rain, and blizzards. Primary life forms: Dominans, Cybertronian refugees, without the ability to convert. Resources: ultra advanced technology. Key data: inhabitants are small in size. Transtector bodysuits required to protect themselves from the planet's harsh conditions. And then the same information in several other languages that I don't read. Dominus, Earthrise. And the instructions: Barricade and Punch Counterpunch. As you can see, they're pretty clear, basic Earthrise instructions. And then, of course, some more legalese, don't put shit in your mouth stuff. The inside of the box has a map, or the map, of the galaxy, known by the Transformers, at least. And then I'm assuming that is the symbol for Dominus. So, like all the other Galactic Odyssey collection, it has artwork inside the box, which differentiates it from the other Generation Selects packaging. And that does it for the packaging. Alright, first up we'll take a look at the alt modes, and we'll start with Barricade. He rolls pretty good. And of course, he has weapon storage where you can see it, and we'll go ahead and pull that off. And like Prowl, Blue Streak, and Smokescreen, I really like this mold. For the most part, it goes together pretty well. Of course, you got a little visible arm and head syndrome on the bottom, but who's looking at the bottom of the vehicle mode? It's not like they're in the Dukes of Hazzard. Police, I kind of wish they'd have done a tempo of the saying out of the first Transformers movie that he had, something along the lines of to destroy and enslave. That would have been cool. Probably a third-party label maker will do that, like Toy Hacks. If they don't have one out already, I don't know. I don't visit that site very often. The tires probably could have used a little bit of color, or at least if they'd have made this mushroom pig black to match the back, that would have been nice. Like Prowl, he has the sirens on the top because he's a police car. Nice prominent Decepticon logo. Of course, you can see some bits through the clear windows, but again, that's can't really get around that kind of stuff. Again, even on this side, goes together pretty well, stays together pretty well. There's the back. Alright, that's pretty much it for Barricade's alt mode. Let's look at Punch Counterpunch. He rolls pretty good. Has nice clean paint apps. His lines are pretty clean. Not a lot of gapping. Not any gapping, really. Some panel lines. That's about it. Again, you can see bits through the window. He does have weapon storage. He also has weapon storage in the bottom. And he still rolls, even with his weapon down there. This is the same Punch Counterpunch that was released during Power to Primes as an Amazon exclusive. Of course, with it being in the Galactic Odyssey collection, it's a Amazon exclusive again. Got a little bit of a stress mark right there on mine. Brake lights painted. Awesome. Pretty good looking alt mode. Like I said, a little bit of panel lines, but on a transformer that transforms, you pretty much can't help but have panel lines. And at the bottom, a little bit of visible head syndrome. And that pretty much does it for Punch Counterpunch alt mode. Now let's do some transformations into robot mode and see if I can remember how to do this on camera. First, I unclip the doors, fold the arms down and then out. This little panel goes in. the legs out. Pull that down and just straighten it out. Separate the legs. Pull these panels down. Flip the heel spurs down. Turn him around. Fold the hood down where the head comes out of that hole. Well, guess you gotta lay that down first. That does not want to work. Oops. That's not supposed to happen. There it goes. I've caught on these little tabs right here, which go in that little slot right there. To tab it all in place. There we go. Turn the arms. The tires pointing to the doors. How did I end up with that backwards again? There we go. Wow, transforming Transformers on camera is not an easy feat, folks. And you put the shoulder blasters or rocket launchers, whatever you want to call them, in. This pistol goes in his hand. And there we have Barricade Earth mode, robot mode. Let's talk about the articulation a little bit. The doors will swing as wings. The arms will go all the way around. It does have a bicep swivel, a little better than 90 degrees on the elbow bend. The hand will spin around. The waist will go all the way around. Knees give pretty good range of motion there, better than 90 degrees. You can kick forward all the way apparently. Only kick back that far. And ankle tilt. And our ankle rocker, I guess that's what that is. And then he does have some tilt, but that's mainly due to transformation. Let's skip ahead. It will spin all the way around. Look up that far. Look down, none. And no wiggle in the head. And just like his alt mode, nice paint amps. Usually Generation Selects do have better paint amps than the main line. And there he is, Barricade. Now we'll move on to Punch Counterpunch, and we'll see if I can remember how to do this one. First, you want to pop those out of their tabs and slots. And you fold that down. Pull the legs apart. The windshields flip in. And then up. And then the whole thing folds in to form the back of the legs. Alright, then untab the hood and the arms. And that folds out. Those pieces fold in. There we go, right back in there. Pull the shoulders down. Those parts extend up and then back. And spin the waist around. Put his weapon in his hand. Oh, and also we gotta flip that Decepticon symbol down. Alrighty, there we have the Autobot Punch. And in this mode, arm all the way around. Head goes all the way around. About 90 degrees at the elbow. Bicep swivel. Kicks forward that far. Back that far. No, nothing in the feet. However, you do get a 90-degree bend at the knee. 360 at the waist, although that's really tight. All right, and there is Punch Autobot. Now, let's see if we can turn him into Counterpunch. Take the gun out. Flip the hands around. Get rid of that pesky Autobot symbol. On the head, it just kind of, the mask comes up a little bit, which covers up some of the Autobot head. The Decepticon symbol up. Twist the waist around. And I cannot remember if that's how the shoulders go or not. Let me take a quick peek at the instruction manual. Why didn't you do that in the first place? I don't know, because I'm a big dummy. No, they go this way. Alright, that was pretty close. Oops. And there is Counterpunch, the Decepticon. Now this guy's a spy, that's why he turns into Autobot and Decepticon, but who does he really work for? Let's talk about the articulation. Again, all the way around at the shoulder, all the way around at the head. $90 at the elbow, bicep swivel, kicks forward that far, back that far, 90 degrees at the knee, 360 at the waist. Nothing at the wrists because of transformation. And again, nothing at the feet. Nice bright colors, crisp paint apps. I don't really know what else to say about this guy. I'm glad I did not get him when he came out in Power of the Primes, because I really like the Barricade this one comes with, but Counterpunch is not my favorite out of this set, and I really would not have liked to have bought him twice. And there they are, Barricade and Counterpunch. And we can talk about comparison and scale a little bit now. This is the Earthrise version and the Siege version. He's got a little bit of hair and dust on him. Bad boy. As you can see, the colors mostly match up. Now he doesn't want to stand up. Stand up, you. There we go, finally. And this is the one I always use for size comparisons. The Legends class Titans Return Bumblebee. As you can see, they scale up nicely with each other. And then how he scales up with Punch Counterpunch. As y'all can see, Punch Counterpunch is a little taller. That's because this mold was previously used in the Power of the Primes line, where the figures were larger. And now my final thoughts. This set I think is really worth picking up, especially if you did not get the Punch Counterpunch Amazon exclusive during Power of the Primes. Punch Counterpunch is the weaker of the two figures, and you may want to pass on this set if you already have him. But I think the Barricade is definitely the better figure. The smokescreen mold is holding up rather well. Not a lot of mold degradation. No weak points in the joints at all. Nice solid paint job. It's definitely Barricade. The only real complaint I have about this figure again is that on the back of the car, or the back quarter panel of the car, it didn't say to destroy and enslave, or to enslave and destroy, whatever the motto is that he had on him in the first Transformers movie, which you won't hear me say a lot of good things about the Bayverse stuff, but I thought that was really ingenious saying to go on a Decepticon police car. Alright, if you liked my video, please like, share, subscribe, comment below, ding the bell so that you're aware of my future releases. And I thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.